What were the highs and lows? Tell us about the highs and lows of the experience.
I think the highs would have to be kind of getting along with the team
Mm,
because as a team, I think we got along really well. We had good
yeah,
kind of banter every day,
yeah.
which I love. I love. Getting along with the other interns as well. Kind of
Mm,
seeing your own improvement. As I said
mm,
earlier, I think you don't realize how much you're improving
mm,
until kind of you look back and you're like,
mm,
oh, that is a big improvement. Um, I also think getting a bit more responsibility,
mhm,
kind of at the beginning, you're kind of babysat a lot. And like
mm,
to an extent, you are babysat, but you're kind of like, instead of being a 2 year old being babysat, you're like a 10 or 11-year-old. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? So like you can do a little bit more by yourself and kind of someone will say, oh, can you do this? Oh, send it to me. I won't bother looking at it. I'll just send it
Mm,
straight to the client. Do you know
mm,
what I mean? That type of thing. It might not seem like a lot, but when you're kind of an intern, you've been working on lots of stuff and people have been checking and checking and checking, it
mm,
means a lot that they kind
mm.
of trust in you to just send that off, which is really nice. Yeah,
Oh, that's
stuff like
great.
that. And the lows, I guess, would be the negative feedback
Mm,
and just when you put a lot of work in something and it keeps
mm,
coming back negative, it's
mm,
really hard and it does completely take a strain, especially when, for example, you have been working a long week, it's
mm,
Friday afternoon, you want to just like go home or go to the pub. Like it is, it is annoying, but you just have to kind of sit there and be like, I'm gonna do it.
yeah.
Like it has to be done. Just kind of take 5 minutes out, go on a little walk, and then sit down and do it. Um, and then, yeah, I guess the other thing would be sometimes having no work and then having loads of work. I think it's quite
Mm. Kind of
there's never like a
variability is
constant
hard. Yeah.
stream. It's quite
Mm,
variable, yeah. So that can be annoying when you're kind of sat there for 2 hours in the day, like twiddling
mm,
your thumbs, looking at the news, kind of having a long lunch, and then
yeah.
you kind of come back, wait half an hour, and then all of a sudden you get loaded with all this work, and you're like,
Mm,
if this had happened a while ago, I'd have kind of been out of here at a normal time. But it's kind of the way of work, and it's really fun because you can spend time with kind of people in the day if you do have that little
mhm.
break, which is nice.
Oh, that's great. So I know that you recently took the micro degree, our investment banking micro
Mm-hmm.
degree. So tell us about that.
So I took that basically based on my